This is Letter to Sons. I'm Doug Keating. I'm recording a short series of videos in which I share my experience attending Premier League matches. Today, episode 3, a guys' weekend in London. There you see 3 guys hanging out in a pub, enjoying a pint, smiles all around. If you are like me, an American-based Premier League fan, you are excited this time of year. The season has started last month. The question for you is, do you want to attend a game in person? If that's you, you are in the right place. This video, I'll talk about an approach for accomplishing that. If you want to attend a Premier League match in person, it can seem daunting. The biggest challenge for American-based fans is going to be crossing the pond, getting there, and coming back. In the previous episodes, I described 2 approaches for attending a Premier League game. If you haven't watched those, I highly recommend that you do. In this video, I'm going to talk about another way to see a Premier League game, and that is plan a guys' long weekend away in London. Look at that picture. You see 2 of my good friends, Joel and Jeff, smiling as we toured around Westminster Abbey. Before I get into the details, let me provide a quick reality check. Going to a Premier League game is not cheap for a US-based fan. On this chart, you see the biggest cost you're likely to incur: the flight going over, the hotel once you get there, and tickets to the game itself. Bottom line, Premier League games are not cheap. In January of this year, a few of my friends and I spent a long weekend in London to attend a Premier League game featuring Arsenal. Why Arsenal? Joel, one of my friends, is a huge Arsenal fan. He picked the team, wanted to go to London. I said, count me in. Here is a quick summary of our trip. We went in January. Oddly enough, weather actually was not too bad. Duration, 4 days. It included 3 of us, Joel, Jeff, and me. The goal was to have fun experiencing a Premier League match. Neither one of them had been to one, and explore an old university town. So we saw London, went to the Emirates, and visited Oxford University. You can see that we stayed 3 nights in London. Schedule-wise, we flew in, so day 1 was a Friday. Checked into our hotel, wandered around downtown London, and went on a food tour in Soho that was a lot of fun. Day 2 was all about getting to the football match. Afterward, we did execute a pub crawl. Here you see a picture of Joel reminding us that when they ring the bell, that means last call. Day 3, we took an excursion to Oxford University, one of the most prestigious and oldest universities in the world. It was magnificent. I had never been there before. Jeff had spent time there, so he acted as our tour guide, taking us all around this wonderful city. Hung out in some pubs, visited some libraries, had a great time. Oxford is easy to get to from London, a little over an hour by train. Here are the best practices and lessons learned from this trip. Premier League matches are awesome. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I was for the day and had a blast at the Emirates Stadium. We stayed in the 7 Dials part of London. I think it's a great place to stay, real close to Soho. Speaking of Soho, the food tour we took was a delicious surprise. The reason being, we didn't really eat British food. It was more international, excellent food. Regarding pubs, at my age, I think a good strategy is a pint at each pub. Drink your pint and move on to the next one. Regarding Oxford, it is an excellent day trip option from London, easy to get to and memorable. Here are a few lessons learned from the trip. London can be expensive. For example, the taxi from the airport to the hotel, it was pretty pricey. We stayed 3 nights, which I think is the perfect amount of time for a long weekend. Tickets to the game were purchased through hospitality for the Emirates Stadium. Great deal, kind of pricey. Actually, pricey. Was it worth it? I think so. Just saying, if you're going to go that route, it's probably going to cost you a pretty penny. Cheering for Arsenal, it's draining. They went up 2-0 at halftime and then ended up tying 2-2. You could sense all around the stadium was, oh no, not this again. And the last thing regarding train travel, Sunday's the worst day if you're going to take the train. They do a lot of maintenance. We experience some delays in the morning. Nothing earth-shattering, but just a reminder, if you can travel via train on other days, I would avoid Sunday if possible. Let me wrap up this video by saying this trip was awesome. We had so much fun, guys, weekend in London. We talk about this trip all the time and the fact that we want to go back and may bring a few more friends with us. We'll definitely be back next year. I hope you enjoyed this video in which I described an approach to attending a Premier League match, and that is a guys' long weekend in London. I'll see you at the pub. Cheers.